Jeff Fischel here on the ACC Digital Network with former colleague at the ACC and now the Chief Operating Officer of the College Football Playoff, Michael Kelly. Thanks for coming in here. And I wanted to ask you about, this is year one of the playoff. I know everyone's excited about seeing 4 teams have a shot at the national title. And I think one thing, you look at the schedule, the games are back to, reminds me of my growing up, the games are all New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, the big games.
Jeff, it's one of the greater points about this new playoff that we've got some of these key games situated on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, a triple header on each one. And in this first year of the playoff, the actual semifinals will be hosted by the Rose Bowl and the Sugar Bowl, and those will take place on New Year's Day. So that viewing party you used to have is now a college football playoff viewing party.
I remember those very well. And of course, everyone's wondering how you figure out which 4 teams will be there and where they end up, in this case, this year, the Sugar Bowl or the Rose Bowl.
Well, we've been able to attract and identify an outstanding selection committee that's got a ton of different administrative football experience and coaching experience, playing experience. There's a journalist on there. So much great expertise to come and evaluate these teams inside and out. Have a lot of data in front of them, video, and they'll meet every week going from October 28th on to come up with the rankings that will ultimately pick the 4 best teams that will play in the first college football playoff.
You mentioned October 28th, so that's the first time fans will get to see what they're thinking in the rankings at right that point, right?
That's right. We wanted to make sure that there was a lot of football played as much as we could before we started letting people know where they stand, and we think that'll be after week 9, and that'll give a lot of people a lot of data points, a lot of teams to kind of show play people perform well, and then we'll take it on from there.
Weekly rankings from that point on, and then after all of the conference championships, they all huddle. Take me through what that is going to be like.
Well, it's going to be something special for everyone to be paying attention to. But you're right. That night, a lot of final results coming in from the conference championship games. I think the Mountain West ends very, very late that night, early morning. And they'll go in and through their normal voting process to get the very last ones, which will be the crucial ones. So by 12:45 Eastern Time on Selection Sunday, December 7th, we'll know who the first 4 teams of the inaugural college football playoff will be.
That's announced, and you'll also tell us the destination, which 2 teams will be playing in New Orleans, which 2 teams will be playing in Pasadena.
That's correct. That's correct.
And then, of course, the championship game is when?
The championship game will be, in this case, January 12th, so it's 12 days later. The 2 victors from the semifinals will proceed to AT&T Stadium in Arlington and play in that first college football playoff national championship.
The first college football playoff. On behalf of every college football fan, I'm incredibly excited. I know it's going to be awesome watching 4 teams go after it. Michael Kelly, great talking to you.
Great being with you, Jeff. Thanks so much.
You're watching the ACC Digital Network, brought to you by Ruby Tuesday.